This is Danny Flexon here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined by Dean Whyte in van with Dean Whyte. He's on the move. Yep, if you see him, give him a honk.
Trust me.
You're back out promotionally Saturday night, back in Tolworth. When I spoke to you after the first show, you were telling me you were all over the place. You were basically doing a bit of everything. You wanted it to be perfect because it was the first one. Has that changed at all? Have you delegated a bit more this time?
Yeah, we definitely, delegated a lot more stuff. We've got a lot more people doing different stuff, and it's good because I'm not as stressed out as I was last time and ran down as I was. Obviously, everything's coming a little bit on top of me in terms of wanting to be particular and meticulous with stuff. But yeah, we've got everyone in their positions doing stuff, but we're all milling in anyway. But we're expecting things. As long as they click, we had a good show. It went extremely well, and I expect it to be even better this time because we've done a few more stuff to just tidy it up because probably a bit harsh on ourselves being critics and wanting it to be the best it can aesthetically and the show wise, and I think we're going to deliver. So I think we had 12 fights. I think now we've got 11. Because someone's pulled out, but to be honest, we had a load of pullouts actually. I think I had about five pullouts, and luckily, listening to other promoters and just taking in what they said, I stored it in the memory bank for putting people in reserve. So I had a lot of guys in reserve because loads of guys are coming like, can you put me in? And I said, well, we're full, but I'll put you in reserve because anything can happen with COVID and the times we're in. And we did that. And then luckily it all worked out because we went down and then we went back up, then we went down. So I'm quite happy that we kept those boys in reserve. And now we've got 11 and they're all approved by the board as of this morning. And most medicals in. So, we're in a good place for, what we're doing and keeping on top of everything. So yeah, the boys are chipping in here. All the guys we're with and girls. And we're in a great place. I'm really pleased at how things are, to be honest.
Yeah, so you don't have to go through all 11 fights, but just give us a flavour of who's on the show and who we should be looking out for.
I think obviously Tony Bandrews, who I look at, so I coach him, manage him, and we got him promotion. And then we've got Ify Porter. He's gonna be someone to look at. He's Derek Chisora's main sparring partner for most of his fights. He's a cruiserweight. He's big cruiserweight, small heavyweight. So, we've got him at heavyweight this time. He can box southpaw, orthodox, whatever. He's going to be there. I think it'll be interesting to see how he performs. He's been around the circuit. He's been he done the USEC for Derek southpaw. He's done the 2 Parker camps and all the other ones before that. He's been in many of Dillian's camps, Richard Riakpor's camps, Coley. He had the matter. He was Joe Joyce is crazy though. Joe Joyce he was in Joe Joyce's camp a couple of times. Took him sparring. He hit Joe hard one time, and Joe was the juggernaut for real. Joe would just not stop punching. He was trying to get him back. So Joe is funny. That was good sparring. So he's been in there, Dubois. He's been in with everyone. So he's finally made his long-awaited debut Saturday. He'll be out so he can showcase his skills. We've got Martin Ofori, middleweight. Was he super middleweight? I think he's 6-0 or something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so. He's there. Aaron Prosper, 2-0. Alfie Casey Clegg? John Harding Jr., Matt King, Ellis Booth. We've got a debutant as well. He's got some good backing. I think he's Derek Chisora, one of his guys. I don't know what their relationship is, but he was phoning me and said, "Hey, this is my kid. You help me out. You're my friend." I said, "Derek, the show's full." He said, "I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear it." I was like, all right. And then, so we managed to put it out anyways. So he's on there. I'm just trying to think if I've forgotten anyone. Apologies, but
no, that's all right.
Yeah, I think that's we've got. Like I said, we've got quite a stacked card of we've got a girl this time, which is always needed because at the minute women's boxing's on the rise and it's doing really good stuff. So I'm happy that I've got a female. I did want one last time because you know what I mean, you can't really have such a card these days and not incorporate a female boxer in some capacity. So for me, I'm happy that I've got Luke Pearson's on there. He's another one. He's one of Johnny boys out of that gym in Guildford. So Johnny Edwards. So yeah, we've got a nice, you know, mixture of fighters, all different weight classes, and it's going to be exciting. You know, we've got a good array of fighters. You know, people. We've done good on the numbers again, and you know, we've got some DJs to kind of make sure we've got nice music for the people to entertain. We're going to do some little giveaways with products, maybe, you know, clothing brands and raffles. But you know that for me, this is more about giving back. You know, people who are spending their hard-earned money to get back as well when they come to the shows. You know what I mean? Yeah. Instead of just saying, "Oh, you're paying for a seat." I know you're coming to support, but you know, it's hard times we're in. So if we can give something back a little bit, it's always good. If you do a raffle and they can win a free tracksuit, which is 80 quid, 100 quid, 120 quid, it's always nice to someone say, "Wow, I went there, done that. Food was good, music was good, and most important of all, the boxing's good." But at least I've got something, you know what I mean? So this is where I'm trying to think out the box a little bit different, and trying to make sure we can, you know, give back to the people and give back to the boys to make sure they got a good show to fight on, which are, you know, people have put a lot of time and effort. I'm not saying anything on anyone else when I say that, but I'm just saying what I want to do and how I want to, you know, this is what I'd like to go and see. So this is how I do it. You know, like what would I like to enjoy on the night? And I'm just doing it as that. If I can get an opportunity to win something, hell, everyone wants something free. We've got the punch bags again. We've got the 360 machine. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to it now, next couple of days.
Any tickets left?
Yeah, we got a few tickets. All the ring sides are gone though, so that was good. You know what I mean? I think we've done about 300, so that's good. Got so it's pretty good. And then we've got a few 40s, but we're gonna stop anyways. I think that I might give some away to some local boxing clubs for the young boys just to come along as well. That's probably what I do. Other than that, in the next couple of days, I'll probably just call it quits because, you know, I think anyone who wants to go will either be there or some people come and pay on the door. You know what I mean? Because I know we're going to have a rotation. People are going to come and people are going to go anyway. So, of course, you know what I mean? If people wish to come, but I think in terms of that, I just want to concentrate on the production, and make sure aesthetically everything's good, and make sure the show is well organized in terms of we've got all the gloves, we've got, you know, the stuff in the back changing room for all the fighters and whatever else we need. But I think everything's on track anyway. Everything's logged and noted. So yeah, it's really good. I love this. To be honest, I love boxing anyway. So what I do is it doesn't really feel that much like work because this is what I want to do. This is a passion. So for me, it's like it's not really much work. It is tiring at times when I could maybe when I'm not doing this, I could just lie on my bed and watch YouTube and watch fights and watch other stuff. But now I've got to put stuff in, you know, to do my job as a part of the promotion stuff. But yeah.
You mentioned other promoters earlier and learning from them. Who have been your biggest influences?
The big boys. You got Matching, man. You can't go. You can't. I just feel like you can't go. I think you can't go wrong with them, man. They're the pioneers. I did an interview the other day and I said something about Warren and them, and then I think the person hit back, the interview person. I said, "Oh, why did he say that?" I wasn't even making a dig at them. They're good at what they do as well. But we all must be honest. The pioneers, the leading people are matching globally. I didn't lie about anything. They are though. They got a big, you know, they got a big brand. They're in Mexico. They're in bloody America. They're all over the place. I know Queensbury. We got to give them credit because Frank Warren was here before doing this thing. But I mean, Eddie's done a great job to elevate boxing with Joshua, with Dillian, and the guys he's got, and they are a little bit above everyone else. And there's not any slate on anyone. We just got to take it for what it is. If people are upset, I apologize. But from what I look and see, you know what I mean? It's just what it is. So for me, I said that, and then I've had a little bit of nag with the guy, but I watch them, and they're people I can say, well, look, I can see the energy and time they put into what they've done and how their shows are. You know, when they do their screen, the lighting, whatever they do it big, and they make, you know, like the Joshua show. that was a hell of a show, the one at Tottenham. You know what I mean? And I was saying to them that not many people have done stadium fights as good as Matchroom. I think that's what they was complaining about. Then they said they done one 6 years ago or something like that. Okay, well, you know what I mean? Yeah, credit to you, but I'm not arguing if you've done one or not, but I'm saying the big boys who are doing all the big shows are Matchroom. And it kind of got a little fancy. But look, it is what it is. Listen, credit to all those boys, because this job is a hard job. And the more you go up and the levels you go up, there's more reward and risk factors either way, because you've got to deliver with the pay-per-view numbers, screening numbers, bums on seats. So I get it. And yeah, it's just one of them. So I've learned a lot of them, looking at what they've done. But then yet again, I'm just looking at what, like I said, what I'd like to do also, and what I'd like to see and enjoy if I'm going to a boxing show. So I've just tried to put it all together. And then what I've done is I've given people who I know more opportunities for work. You know what I mean? So in terms of cleaning, bar staff, security companies who maybe new and tried them out. And I think it's kind of it's good because I've managed to open up doors for many other people that wanted to either get into stuff or giving them a long-term contract to work alongside, and I think everything's just growing all together, which is good.
Now, I don't want to kind of extend your beef with Queensbury any more than you already accidentally did, but your big bro, Dillian, looks like his next fight will be on a Queensbury show. Were you surprised?
Do you know what? Let me just say this. This is what I will say to you. Yeah? I don't want to go too much because I don't think there's much I can say at the minute about their whole situation. So what I will say is this. Hopefully this fight is, in the making, obviously as what we've seen. But I am surprised that this was won by Queensbury. It's quite a surprise because I'm not being funny. I would have thought Matchroom in the zone would have won the first bid, but what's happened is I guess they had a number and where they valued the fight at, and it exceeded that number and they just let it go on where it was. So I don't know anything other than that. It's just a shame. Let's see how they deliver it, because I think that was what the argument was. The better, bigger shot. But hopefully, and they prove me wrong. And if the fight is all said and done, then so be it. But I'll leave it to these guys until everything's out there in the open. Eddie said he just got a contract. It's none of my business until the fat lady sings and gives us more information. I'll leave it to everyone else. I'm busy.
One thing I will ask, Dillian as well as pretty much anyone, what's his self-belief like about the Fury fight, regardless of where it is and when it is? How confident is he of beating Fury?
Yeah, he's got that unquenching desire and determination to be the best and want to deliver. So I don't think, even if it's Joshua, he has that footprint. He's the better man and he will deliver. Obviously, I know he lost that fight against AJ a little while ago, but this is a whole different Dillian Whyte from that time. There was now he's obviously showcased. He's done his own pay-per-view shows, about 5 of them by himself. Very good stead in terms of being, 20,000, 18,000, 22,000 arena. When he fought Joshua, that was his first, opportunity at the big stage, getting a crack in that such an atmosphere. Joshua had all over the UK, Nottingham, wherever he fought. So he had that on his side. But yeah, again, I mean, going back later on, these guys, all of these guys in their own time, they're going to have hell of a, cracking fights whenever those fights go down, and there's big fights down the line. But I think Dillian is just rearing and willing to go, whoever it is, at any given time. And he's living the life as a true professional. He just lives in Portugal, training day in, day out, waiting for whatever opportunity. And, that WBC title opportunity looks like it's around the corner. So, God willing, we'll just see how that turns out. But whoever he's facing, he's definitely wants to put a beat down and believes he's going to be the better man and will become the champion one day.
Brilliant. Dean, I really appreciate your time. I better let you go before this broadband implodes even further.
Yeah, sorry about that.
So it's the perils of being a hands-on promoter. You're in the van, you're going around sorting stuff out for the show. It's not a problem. Really appreciate it. Very best of luck for Saturday night, and I hope it goes really well.